We are the Speakeasy podcast where we talk about the behind the scenes of being the successfully paid speaker or author. I am your host, Altovise Pelzer, the voice coach, professional speaker, certified life coach, Amazon bestselling author, podcaster, as you see, as well as the founder of the World Voice League. Guys, the World Voice League is our number one sponsor, and they have opened the doors of the membership for you to be able to gain access to 50 plus training on life and business for you to be able to excel in the new year. With that being said, guys, listen, I get it. I know why people wait until the beginning of the year to do New Year's resolutions. It's something about being a part of community. It's something about being a part of a group and not doing things alone. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real for a moment. That literally, a lot of times, that's what it is. We feel as though we don't have support. So everybody's doing New Year's resolutions. I'm going to jump on the New Year's resolution, bus as well. With that being said, I can't come to you with New Year's resolutions that aren't going to talk to my particular audience. So we're going to talk about the New Year's resolutions for the speakers, that part. So if you are a speaker, or if you're looking to be a paid speaker, if you've connected with some other people and you're just like, you know what, it's time for me to have my voice heard, guys, reach out, connect. But I got three things. I got three things that need to be on your New Year's resolution as you are moving forward. Listen, the game done changed. I don't know about you, but the game done changed. Why? Because guess what? Technology is always changing up what we can do and what we can't do. It's changing up where we can go and how we can reach people. Guess what, though? It's only going to go as far as the effort and energy that you're going to put into it. Can I be honest? Literally, I see people that say they want to be a paid speaker, they want to be successful, that go absolutely nowhere. They don't do any speaking events. They may do one or two a year. But guys, that's not being the paid speaker. That's not living your best life. That's not living to the fullest. That's just existing. And we are definitely not going to start out this good here, 2019, just existing as a speaker. We're not going to start out the year just existing, thinking, man, what if I would have did more? Could I have gone more places? Could I have talked to more people? This is the thing, is that I always get people who are like, oh, how are you always finding all of these speaking opportunities? I do the research and then I share it out with my community all the time. Make sure you would hashtag the World Voice League on Facebook. You can go join the free Facebook group or the paid membership where you get even more bonuses, that part. But, you know, it's always a thing of having community is a huge piece of it because you have people who support you. The same reason why people wait until January 1st to do New Year's resolutions and vision boards. They wait until now to do it. They're not looking at, mid-year. They're not looking at quarterly. They're not looking at monthly. They're literally going and saying, no, I'm going to wait until the new year starts in order for me to be great. Guys, I get it. It's because of that lack of community. I get it. I understand. And guess what? I am here to make sure that you get the information you need. Listen, as we proceed, to give you what you need. No? Okay. No problem. Not a problem. Don't judge. Non-judgment zone. But I need you to understand that it's really time for you to be focused on making this a success. Is this a career choice for you? Or is this just a hobby? Is this just your side business, your side gig? Are you going to always side gig your speaking? Are you always going to side gig your business? Listen, for those of you that say, I want this to be more than just a side gig, I have three things that you need to make sure are a part of your speaker resolutions. Now, can these resolutions work for all industries? It most certainly can, dear. Yes, dear, it can. It sure can. But is everyone going to utilize it for every single platform? They're not. They're not. Simply because it's going to take work. Listen, success takes work. It takes work. You either going to pay for it to do it yourself, or you're going to pay somebody else to do it. You're going to pay in time, energy, and money. How many of you agree with that? Success takes work, and you're going to pay time, energy, and money. No matter who you are, no matter how long you've been in the industry, no matter how many times you've spoken before, no matter how many communities you're a part of on Facebook, it doesn't matter. I need you to understand this is where we are. Is that success is going to cost. Now we have to consider that cost before going into it, or deciding that we're going to level up and go to a whole nother dimension when it comes to our speaking as a career. Same thing goes for authors. Same thing goes for entrepreneurs. As an author, I can say that this is great. I want to publish books, and I publish books and never sell a book. People do it on a regular basis. Or I can say, I want to publish books and I want to be successful. Well, now I need to have the strategy, right? Now I really need to focus on some things. So with that being said, I want to say hey to everybody who's catching us live. Again, those catching us on a replay, don't forget to share it out. Great information for you today. But here are your three. So your top three things that you're going to need for your speaker resolution is, listen, number one is deliberate networking. Now you're going to say, well, what is deliberate networking? Deliberate networking means I'm going in with a couple things on my mind. I'm going in knowing what I have to offer. Now, some of you are going to say, oh, but I know what I have to offer. You know, I'm the greatest of all time. I'm the GOAT. Okay, simmer down. Come down. I understand that we all think that we're the GOAT. We all think that we're the greatest of all time. I get it. But when you're meeting someone and connecting with people, they don't know who you are. Let's be honest. We're looking to expand our network. We're looking to expand our potential, expand our range. People don't know who you are. So showing up, telling them you're the GOAT means absolutely nothing. What do you bring to the table? A question that most speakers do not generally ask themselves, besides saying the information that they have or the speech that they're about to give, the content. Guys, you have to understand that it goes beyond content. It goes beyond the content. So I can say, yes, no, I got all this information and I know how to do this and I have years of experience. Great. So how does that translate into what somebody can use? You got to understand that part. So deliberate networking means I have to show up knowing what it is I have to offer. What do I bring to the table? Am I bringing lunch meat? Am I bringing bread? Am I bringing knives and plates and forks? What am I bringing to this picnic? And most oftentimes speakers do not clearly define what it is that they offer when they come into an event. So one of the things that I'm talking about is, okay, how big is your email list? That's one of the things you have to offer when you go and approach somebody about being on an event and talking and speaking. That's an arsenal. That's a tool in your arsenal. That's what that is. So that way you can say, okay, well, I have an email list of such and such. So if I'm speaking at your event, that will go out to my email list. That part. What do you bring to the table? Ask yourself that question. Have that real conversation with yourself. about just how valuable you really are. Because a lot of you are a lot more valuable than you make yourself out to be. And you'll go and lowball yourself and lowball the quality of your work simply because you have not stated to yourself and put it on paper what it is you have to offer. That was number one for deliberate networking. Number two is that I have to determine, what do I need? Okay, I got it. I know what I offer. I know what I got, what I'm bringing to the table. But now what do I need? So if I'm bringing bread to the table, I need some meat to go in it. Some cheese, a little bit of mustard. If I'm bringing the meat and the cheese, I might need some bread, something, a toothpick, something. Determine what it is that you really need. Because what that will help you to do is that will help you to not waste money, time, and energy. A lot of times when we do not know what it is that we actually need, what will happen is we will put stuff out there that we may need something, and the vultures, the sharks, are in the water. The vultures are out. So we end up buying stuff that we don't even need. We end up paying for stuff of no value to us. What is it that I have to offer? And what is it that I need? Deliberate networking is key. It is key. It is key for you to excel in 2019. Next is strategic social media. So listen, can I be honest? I get it. Social media is for you to be social. Social media has amazing videos, and it has friends from college and friends from high school, and your auntie and uncles is on there, and y'all high five each other. I get that. But we still got to be strategic when it comes to our business on social media. Why? Because we can't do social media without business. There's always going to be somebody selling to us. There's always going to be things that come up that make us want to purchase something. Guess what? It's there. So we got to understand the business side of the platforms. We got to understand the business side of each platform. Because some of you are not strategic. And so therefore, you're all over the place when your target audience isn't on that particular platform. You're all over the place when your target audience is not necessarily on that platform. And so now you're missing out on opportunities because you're in the wrong place. So for instance, there's a target audience that's on Facebook. There's a target audience that's on LinkedIn. There's a target audience on Twitter. Guess what? There are. And some of you may say, oh, well, Twitter's dying. Twitter's dead. Twitter is not. It's just, is your audience there? Are you talking to your audience? Some of y'all aren't. So we got to be real strategic about our social media. That includes live streaming. That includes our post and engagement. That includes all of that. What's your strategy for 2019? And I mean a clear strategy. I don't mean, oh, I'm going to go live every day. Okay, what are you talking about? When you do live stream is more than just going live and randomly just talking about a topic. I know that there's a lot of people that make you think it is, but yeah, it's about building engagement. Is that even a topic that your audience wants to hear about? See, even content that they're interested in, most times it's not, which is why you don't get engagement. Do you know what the rules of engagement are when it comes to social media? Do you know how to get more views on your social media videos? Do you know any of those things? A strategic social media plan is what puts you in position. I do all of these trainings for our membership and our masterminds, and they're housed in a membership portal that we just opened up to the public called the World Voice League. And literally 50 plus videos of business trainings, social media stuff, life training, shifting your mindset from employee to entrepreneur. All of those things that people normally don't want to discuss, all at your fingertips. If you took and listened to one video a day and actually implemented, and that doesn't include that there's still videos being uploaded as we move forward. If you go and take one video a day and listen to it, imagine how much change you would see in your business after seeing all 50 of those videos. That's 2 months of being deliberate. That's 2 months of being deliberate. Can you spend 2 months being deliberate? I know this is a hard topic for some of you because you start and stop and start and stop. But can you be deliberate for 2 months, 3 months, 6 months? Can you be consistent? You've got to understand. And that doesn't even include the live coaching call every Saturday morning. So they get the replays, 50 plus training videos. Then they still get live coaching every Saturday. What? Why wouldn't I want to be a part of that? Because I know that it takes the deliberate networking. I know that it takes the strategic social media in order for me to be able to be a success in my business as a speaker or an author. Again, there are authors that wrote books that they have not sold a book, guys. Not one. How sad is it to be an author that doesn't sell a book? How sad is it to be a speaker that doesn't speak at any events, knowing that you have a mission and a message for the world? You got a mission and a message for your neighborhood, for the children that go to the same school with your children. You got a mission and a message for them. And instead of you being strategic and deliberate, you're just letting it fall by the wayside. You know, I often tell people, those who have followed me for any length of time, they know that everybody calls me the voice coach. And why do they call me the voice coach? Well, they call me the voice coach because I empower people to find their voice. Why is it so important? It came about from a few years ago. There was a high school that's not too far from me. It's the next state over, where the young lady was in the bathroom. She was jumped by other young ladies, and she hit her head and lost her life. And I said, where was, after in days and weeks to follow, we saw all of these speakers go, all these, and they may not even title themselves as a speaker, but it's still, the mentality is the same. They were professional, they were speakers. But we saw all of these motivators and speakers go to the school and want to talk to the kids outside and want to encourage them and support them and uplift them after the fact. Who was supposed to be there beforehand? When you're not deliberate, when you're not strategic, guess what? These are the things that are happening. Literally, people are dying on our watch. They're dying financially, they're dying emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically. They're dying on our watch. People are dying on our watch. And so that's where the voice coach came from. That was where it was strengthened, because I saw that people were dying on our watch because people felt as though their voices weren't powerful. They weren't enough. People thought that their voice was, it's amazing. Oh, no, I just talk to my kids. Well, guess what? Your kids still got to go to school with other kids. So that same motivated message, why don't you share it with the whole school? Why not? We have to be deliberate and strategic in order to reach our level of success. Deliberate and strategic. And I know that I said deliberate on networking and strategic on social media, but this is for everything that we put on that vision board for the new year. This is for everything that we put, in our SMART goals for the new year, is that I have to be deliberate and strategic in order to reach the level of success that I'm trying to achieve. So for me, bringing everybody together into the World Voice League and giving them those trainings and giving those opportunities, you get opportunities to speak on the Love My Voice tour, you get opportunities to speak for the summit, you get all of these different things and angles that you can really make this a success. So why wouldn't you? Because we don't know how to be deliberate and strategic. We don't know how to be deliberate and strategic. We're scared to be deliberate and strategic. We think that being deliberate and strategic means, hey, I gotta give up my dreams of whatever it is that I said I want to do. No. Because that leads us to number 3. Y'all ready for number 3? Number 3 is going to knock your socks off. OWF, off. Number 3 has been something that I've put on my I don't call them New Year's resolutions. I have a goal planner. I have planners everywhere. So like I have this one that I'm working on now. I have, look, this stuff everywhere, y'all. I have my social media marketing mojo. I have another planner from Jasmine Star. Because, I know I want to be strategic and deliberate. I also have to be number 3, which is flexible. I have to remain or become flexible. I get it. One of the biggest conversations that you hear among speakers is that I want to be a paid speaker. I want to be a paid speaker, but they don't understand the full dynamic of what it is to be a paid speaker. And so since they're only looking at it through one lens, they're not interested in being flexible and understanding the opportunities that they're leaving on the table. You're leaving dollars and cents on the table. I always hear this conversation. I always hear this discussion, and it gets a little heated because people feel as though they don't have to pay for speaking opportunities. But again, remember what we talked about with being deliberate? What are you bringing to the table? Great. You don't want to pay for a speaking opportunity. I get that. So what are you bringing to the table? Does your name hold weight? Do you have an email list? Do you have social media following? What are you bringing to the table? If you're not bringing anything to the table, then what is the point? Don't come and say to someone that you want to be a paid speaker and you want them to pay for your services, and then you don't even have anything to bring to the table. If your name holds weight, then people will show up because you're there. Is that what's going to happen if they put you on their flyer? If they have you come and speak at their event? You got to be flexible. Am I saying that you go and you give all the information for pennies on the dollar? No, I'm not saying that. Saying, again, be deliberate, be strategic, and be flexible. Understand where can you bend without breaking. Understand what that means. Determine that you're going to make this the best year yet. What does that really mean? When it comes to doing speaking events, how many speaking events can you actually do this year? Because you're still a parent. You still have a job, some of you. So where can I be flexible? Where can I bend and not break? It'll get you further. So much further than you just going and saying, no, this and nothing else. Well, that's good. So now while you go and take on one opportunity to make $5,000. Let's say they pay you $5,000 per speaking event. And I go and speak at that same place. I may pay a fee, I may not pay a fee, but I'm able to sell from the stage. If I have $1,000 product and 10 people buy it, $10,000. Just double what you made. Understand being flexible. But then again, that goes back to, do you know what you bring to the table? Not everybody knows how to sell from the stage. I get it. I understand. No tea, no shade. But determine that before stepping up. Punk stepped up to get beat down. Oh. Yeah, before you step up and get beat down. I just, in my head, was thinking about the Mayweather fight. Before you step up, determine what it is that you have to offer. Determine your strong areas. Determine where you are not the strongest. And then move accordingly. That part. So I am super excited, guys, because I know that 2019 is going to be phenomenal for so many of you as a speaker, an author, an entrepreneur. Guys, it's time for us to knock the dust off of all of those old books. It's time for us to knock it out the park and say, you know what? I'm signing up. I'm going forward and I'm going to live my best life. I'm going to achieve great things. Guys, the World Voice League is here for you as a resource. This monthly membership, you get a weekly coaching call. You get so many different training videos that you can go in and watch at your own leisure. Guys, you get this option. You get these opportunities. Take advantage of it. bit.ly/WVL member. That's bit.ly/WVL member is how you get access to the membership. Guys, it's only going to be open for a few weeks and then the doors shut until April. Guys, literally. Why? Because we know that with the information you're going to get, man, you're going to blow it out the water this year. I'm super excited and I'm looking forward to you doing some phenomenal things. So again, bit.ly/WVL member. And for those of you that are saying that, you know what, I'm just not ready for the membership yet. Just give me a little bit more time, Altovise. Give me a little bit more time. Well, listen, like I said, we close the doors very soon. So make sure that you get in before you have to wait until April. But even if you aren't ready for that, maybe you just need help with some networking tips. No worries. I got you. Go to bit.ly/plug-in my voice in order for you to get the plug-in 25 power networking tips for introverts, startups, and the success obsessed. Why? Because I know that, again, 2019 is going to be a phenomenal year for you. And as resources go, guys, I know it's all about that. Oh, okay. I know that we are moving and shaking and ready to go all in and really blaze it up, guys, for this next year. I'm looking forward to hearing some of the things that you have going on. Don't forget that you can still be a guest here on the podcast. Put podcast guests in the comments or connect with me anywhere on social media at World Voice League. That part, as well as go on over and check out the replays and give us a review over on iTunes by going to bit.ly/Speakeasy Podcast Show. We would love to hear if this particular episode hit you in the soft spot, made you feel good, made you not. Listen, we want to know how you felt about this episode. With that being said, I am your host, Altovise Pelzer, the voice coach, professional speaker, certified life coach, Amazon bestselling author and podcaster, and founder of the World Voice League, where we are bringing together speakers, authors, and entrepreneurs from all over the world. With that being said, I appreciate you guys. Again, share it out, even if you're catching a replay, and don't forget to press it out. See ya. Happy New Year!